Welcome to Organizing Simulator 2019. My name is Tobal. We are trying to get everything a bit more organized inside of our fancy pants last man on Earth shelter. I've got everything the way I wanted almost. We're going to have a spot for tools. I need to get that set up so that way when I'm quickly trying to look for... Oh god, there's so many different tools in here. Good night. Okay, well I'm going to try to look for something and never be able to do it. By the way, someone told me that a stethoscope, if you use a stethoscope, you will be able to possibly crack safes, which is so freaking cool. I never even thought of that. Let's put the welding tanks and whatnot into our storage as well. So I've got everything kind of separated. We are going to try to get clothing over here as well. Last couple things, and then we'll be done. So what we're going to do this episode is get back into the fancy RV, maybe after doing another day of recovery and maybe a little bit of reading as well. And that way Sarah can have, make sure she's nice and set for the next part of our adventure. What am I doing wrong? There we go. Let's just pretty much take all the food and dump it into one spot. I'm going to have to do an inventory of food and see what's going to expire versus what, has a while left. Armor we're going to put on the same kind of area as the clothing, just so I've got everything in one spot. And then detergent and salt water, I guess, we'll put with, gosh, what's this? This is just a bunch of random things here. Yeah, we'll put those items up here with the belt. And it's kind of just random tools at this point, I think. Down there, detergent and salt water, sure. All right, so pretty much the medicine is in one spot. We haven't really taken an inventory of what we have anyway. So we do have some Atreapan, which is very, very useful. We also have, we don't have any disinfectant. We might have disinfectant back at the old base. At the mansion. I've got a little bit of ammunition. I have a Heckler & Koch UMP-45, which does take 45 rounds. Sadly, it doesn't look like we have any 45 rounds, but that's fine. We are going to subsist mostly on smashing things in the face. We also have a bunch of spare parts, and these are kind of like what you would pull from to do your crafting. So we're just going to dump a bunch of random pieces here. Nothing too important, I don't think, that sticks out. There's that plastic jerry can of diesel. There's the science ID card. I might want to keep that in a different pile so I don't get it really, really confused. In fact, I could probably just put that somewhere on its own almost. Whoops, I guess not. Now we're just going to drop it on the floor. Why not? What else do we have? We've got a bunch of food down here. We have our clothing. So we've got lots of backpacks that we could clean, which is kind of cool. Do we have any rucksacks? No. I think there is a rucksack back at the house, at the mansion. These are all the tools we have. So we do have a toolbox, which is pretty freaking useful. A welder with a bunch of charges in it. Stethoscope, of course, a bunch of sewing kits, which is going to be helpful when we start to grind through our tailoring skill. 2 radios, if we ever are able to find another survivor. Jumper cables, lighters, multi-tools, tons of multi-tools. Hot plate. Actually, I want to grab the hot plate. I might set the hot plate up so we could do, in case we ever get food that's frozen, or we can just use it to cook with without having to light everything on the fire. We're going to move this right there. We'll put the hot plate. Do I still have it in my inventory? There it is. Cool. We got hammers. We got pretty much every tool, I think, that we might possibly want. Charcoal smoker for, I think that's for preserving food. Yeah, so we can actually do a lot of preservation, things like that. So if we sit, in theory, right here, we should have a pretty large assortment of things we can craft, right? If we have the skill for it, look at all the items that we're able to craft, because it's pulling from everywhere around us. Is it? This is 2, right? Yeah, so everything we have around us, we should be able to use into something. Now, we may not have certain subparts, right? So to make, I don't know, to make coffee powder, we might need roasted beans, although we've got other components. So we don't have tons of components for everything. Kitchen buddy, what is this? Food preservation, steel frame, vacuum sealer, food dehydrator, water purifier. That's so crazy. The stuff you can build in this game is absolutely amazing. Other might be kind of interesting. We could put together a steel jerry can, which is kind of helpful if we wanted to go funnel some fuel or siphon some fuel out. Gallon jug, random stuff like that. So right now it's mostly a mishmash of items. A rubber dog rain suit. Oh, that's so cute. Leather dog harness? Holy crap, how do we get a dog? We're not animal... No, there's a trait where animals basically hate you, and I don't think we took that. I want a dog. How do we get a dog, you guys? That needs to happen. All right. I'm going to spend some time off camera getting ourselves ready for the next day. Now, we are going to cook, of course, and get ourselves a little bit filled up for food. I'll probably start a fire and do a little bit of reading as well. I need to get myself a supply of wood so we can maybe heat this room. And I think the temperature works by... If I let this run long enough, it should heat this entire area, but I'm not entirely sure. Do we have a thermometer, by the way? We do. Can I check the weather info? It is 43 degrees outside. Pretty freaking cold down here in the Last Man on Earth shelter. So we're always going to have to be pretty well bundled up to stave off, you know, any kind of cold problems. We are super heavily encumbered, but I'll probably take care of some clothing and other items. Oh, we're still wearing our armor, by the way. I didn't even catch that part. So we're pretty well protected. All right. Well, I'll be back here in just a few minutes. All right, things are organized. We are looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and craft myself something for my cold head. I also think I wanted to make arm warmers because, yeah, we are a little bit having a little bit difficulty with our keeping our arms warm. Now, is there anything actually? Rain Hood would give us 10 warmth and cover everything, which is not a ton. I think we need to make... Someone mentioned... where did it go before? Oh, a balaclava would do just fine. Yeah, a balaclava would be perfect. Okay, cool. We shall make ourselves a balaclava. Now we look amazing, and we're ready for adventure. Yeah, so now we're like super toasty in the head and mouth. In fact, we're actually now warm because I also had a rioter mask on because my mouth was really cold earlier. So, why is the mouth so freaking hot? Oh, but I also have a scarf on, too. Okay, cool. We'll take the scarf off, and let's see where everything is. Nice. Everything else is pretty much warm. Now, our arms are exposed. Can I still make... Did I have enough rags to make? No, I did not. I think I need to make more rags out of something. We have another t-shirt here. Well, we're wearing a t-shirt. So, we could disassemble... We would get thread and 30 rags if we disassemble a rolled sleeping bag. You know what? I think at the moment, I might go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and disassemble the sleeping bag. We may get those goods. Cool. We disassembled the sleeping bag and a bunch of the stuff moved to the floor. So we should now be able to go into clothing or armor and make ourselves some arm warmers. Nice. Let's wear the arm warmers here and take a look. Much better. Now, we're still a little bit cold. We don't really have an overprotective layer or layer on the outside right now, like a hoodie or something like that. If we look at how our armor is in terms of how it's like from your innermost to the outermost, Kevlar t-shirt. Oh, actually, apparently Kevlar vest has to be worn next to the skin. T-shirt, backpack, binoculars. So obviously, there's nothing on the torso that would be kind of thicker, like a sweater. Now, the Kevlar vest is acting as a bit of insulation, along with the... Is the backpack warm too? Yep, a little bit of warmth as well. Head is the balaclava. Eyeglasses, of course. Arms are the arm warmers. Leather gloves on the hands, underwear bottoms. Oh, we actually don't even have pants. I think we should be able to find a pair of pants here. Not panties, but pants. Is that going to mess us up at all in the legs? Nope, not really. We're pretty much good to go. Now, yeah, our arm is super encumbered. We know that. We're going to have a little bit of trouble if we start trying to get into any fights at all. Steel-toe boots on our feet. Yeah, we're good. This is our traveling outfit for the moment. So, we're actually completely empty. I've dropped everything off where I want it to be. We have... gotten a bit of a bite to eat. Do we actually have a watch, by the way? I need to find... Let's grab the couple things that I normally would carry. Let's grab the couple of backpacks. We'll grab the headlamp. Grab the belt. I did take everything off. So... I think I'll go ahead and take the Oyurai as well. Oyurai? Because if we get into a fight, I want to be able to take, you know, a bit of a knock. I'd love to repair this, by the way. If we go into inventory, can I repair it from scabbard? Oh, the bokken itself is what's damaged. So if we wield the bokken, or bakken, we can't repair it or mend it. I think we'd actually have to have some kind of kit to do that. Let's go ahead and put that back in there. Otherwise, I think we're pretty happy with life. I kind of was hoping to get a watch or something like that somewhere. But I think by and large we're fine. And I do have eyeglasses on, so we'll be able to see where we're going. All right, well, do we want to do anything else before we leave? We are going to be going over to, if I move the map up a notch, there we go. We're going to be getting into our RV and heading to the south. And mostly I'm just going to be doing a supply run. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Wrong thing. I want to do a hose. I wish you could grab one item from the multi-pickup thing. Just one. Instead of seeing the entire grouping. Is there a way to do that? Scroll item, select all, confirm choice, previous item. Yeah, there's, as far as I know, there's no way to get just one of those things. You have to pick up the whole stack. To get the one at a time, you have to do the advanced inventory management. Now, if you guys know a better way to do that, let me know, because that's something that I would love to find out every so often. Where did that go? There's the rubber hose. Just in case we happen to find anything, any vehicles on the way that we somehow missed, we can do a bit of siphoning. I'll also take myself a toolbox, because why not? And I think that should be fine. You know what? Let's grab the multi-tool, leave the toolbox. The toolbox is pretty valuable. I don't want to lose that. We'll grab a jumper cable in case everything goes to hell in a handbasket, hammer, hacksaw, funnel, flint, steel. Everything else should be all good. All right, I'm digging it. Let's go ahead and make our way over to the old camp. Nice outside. It's raining. We're going to be wet for like 3 seconds. Actually, we only got a little bit wet, so we're not super grumpy. Fair enough. RV's engines fail. I really need to get that mechanics up to 5. Now, the cool thing is that I'm pretty sure we have a book, Mechanical Mastery, that's going to get us to level 5 in mechanics, or 4 in mechanics. All we need to do is get to level 4, and then we can start seeing what's needed to repair the engine of the RV. So I'm looking forward to that adventure. Did we just, like, skid? Yeah, I'm blowing through and over a bunch of bushes here, which is kind of annoying. Passing by that small village of Moltenborough. A couple of zombies in the way. I'd love to go try to visit these vehicles, but there's just too many zombies to mess with. I mean, it's pretty easy to clear them out, yes. And obviously we could smash them with the vehicle itself, but we're trying to make sure that our vehicle has longevity more than anything. Have we seen this? What the hell is this? It is a scaled rod? What in the world? Oh, there's some beagles! Oh my gosh, how do we make the beagles love us? Are they gonna attack us if we... Are they like feral beagles? They're just kind of ignoring us. I want a beagle pet so freaking bad. Alright, we're gonna go stop the van. Oh god, there's a Migo. There's a Migo off in the distance. This is fine, this is fine. We're gonna let go of the controls. Puppy, puppy, puppy. Can I call to the puppy? I don't think yelling at the puppy is going to do much good for us. I want a little puppy friend. Maybe we have to have food for it to want to hang out with us. Come talk to me. I swear to God, if you attack me, I'm going to be so pissed. They're all aware of us because they have the exclamation point, but none of them are hostile. Apply. How do I do something with an animal? How do I, like, befriend the animal? I can't chat with it. I can only yell. If I go to my percentage icon, yeah, these are all the options I have with my current thing. Okay, so according to the wiki, and honestly common sense, if you feed the dog meat, or feed the dog maybe anything, they might become loyal. But unfortunately, we didn't bring any food along on this journey, so that's okay. At least we know that there is a pack of beagles ready to do our bidding on the way south. There's a Migo over here, so I'm guessing there's going to be some corpses around. Sure enough, there are. What do we got in terms of bodies? Ooh, this is a military one. An EMP grenade. We're going to crush... Ooh, the Migo art has changed, I think. That looks a little bit different. We're going to try to crush said Migo friend. I think I missed. The RV frame runs into the Migo and stuns it. We might have popped him. Let's go ahead and spin around here. Suffer not, Amigo, to live. There we go. The Migo is deader than dead. So we're going to... Oh, wait. Is it? There it is up there instead. I was looking at this corpse. It's actually the one up there. So I'm going to... we're going to leave the Kraken alone. We're just going to be friendly to Kraken. I don't know what the Krakens do. And it makes me nervous when an enemy is not outright aggressive. Because I'm afraid that one day he's just going to be like, yep, this is the day you die. Alright, so we've got a bunch of stuff over here. Let's see. We had a science ID card, which we already have one of. Oh, a canteen. That canteen would come in handy. Grab the canteen, of course. And no clothing that is in good shape. Bruised Migo corpse, laptop computer, USB drive, steel toe boots. So nothing else really that jumps out at me. Can we butcher this Migo corpse, by the way? Is it going to yield us anything? There are no corpses here to butcher. Oh, we actually can butcher the Migo corpse, so we have to stand over it. There's different levels of of butchery, and when you butcher a corpse, there's a bunch of different options here. So, field dress means you get a bunch of internal things. They stay fresh for longer. Skin the corpse, quarter, dissect. Be careful dissection. By carefully dissecting a corpse, you'll examine it for possible bionic. I kind of want to do this. I would love to see if he's got anything inside of him. None of your tools are precise enough to do that. We should have brought ourselves a knife. Okay, well, that's good to know. If we want to slice open a friend, we have to bring something. Oh, my God, I can't believe I almost missed this. There's a freaking CBM over here. This is a intravenous needle tip CBM. Installed, it allows you to draw substances directly into your bloodstream through the needle without needing... Okay, so it's not exactly the most amazing thing in the world, but it's still a CBM, and CBMs are really cool. I've never really used one. I just get excited every time I see one. All right. Fails to start, fails to... Oh, hello? Please don't freaking stall on us. How's this engine doing? Ugh, it is in rough shape. Let's just survive one trip, please. That's all we need is one more trip, and then we can just run. We can walk and run everywhere else from here on out. We'll come back to the vehicle down the road. Yes, I might come back one day and butcher that. Would love to see if the Migo has... I think it's a creation from a lab, so I think it might have some sort of, you know, attachment on it or something like that, or a CBM or an implant. Where are we at in relation? So it's just a big, giant open field here. We're just going to plow through. Hopefully there's no T-Rexes about. Have indeed found the T-Rexes before. Cats and rabbits around. I think you can befriend cats as well. When I read the wiki, it's interesting, or read some of the comments on the wiki. Is this a... Oh god, look at this dump site of bodies. That's so crazy. Are there... Is this a turret, or is there a guard here? Okay, there's no turret. I was a little bit nervous about that. Yeah, remind us not to go into that anytime soon. When I was looking on the subreddit for Cataclysm, apparently dogs can be really, really strong and basically clear out an entire area for you. Like, go into a town, unleash your horde, your doggy pack, and they're just going to pretty much destroy everything. There's a little pitbull mix over there. Oh, a little pitbull. A little velvet hippo, if you will. Alright, so I'm going to try to get my RV relatively close to the north part of... Oh my gosh, look at these blobs everywhere. The north part of the town. The super blob. Or the town. Sorry, the north part of the mansion. Because that is roughly where a lot of our goods, I think, are sitting. And it's going to be... Let me slow down a bit. This is going to be the room right there. Okay, let's slam on the brakes. Probably a little bit too harsh, but that's fine. Alright, let go of the controls. We don't want to stop driving. Keep the engine running. What's our fuel like? Yeah, 20 hours until empty. We are all good. Alright. We're going to go back inside ye old... ooh, are these normal glasses or bifocals? Reading glasses. Those are for farsighted? We are nearsighted, so I don't think we really need those. I'm going to grab a... You know what? We're going to try to be a little bit careful about how much we take. I don't want to go absolutely ham here. Alright, here is the pile of stuff that I had. I wonder if we can carry it all. No, in fact, we cannot. Nowhere near the capacity. So I think what I'm going to do is the hauling method. And hopefully no one's going to bother us while we haul all this crap over to the RV. We'll drop it all inside, and we should be okay. Is everything still under me? I can't even tell. Where did it all go? Did I get stuck? You stop hauling items. You can't haul items, it looks like, through a window. Interesting. Does this not recognize the ability to... Okay, I think I have to stand between it. Yeah, there we go. That makes more sense. Let's do everything here. And then we can go back to hauling. Stop hauling. And basically just stand as the linchpin between the two spots here. Store everything into our fancy trunk. Cool. What do we even grab there? We got some clothing, some goods, some books, military rucksack that's filthy, more Atreapan, which is pretty helpful. More food, things like that. Cool. So, pretty useful overall. Let's keep going back into the house. We do want to try to get as much as we can this trip. We can always come back, of course. But I do want to grab as much as possible because that run with the vehicle over the over that rough terrain does do a little bit of damage, and I hate doing that to the vehicle. Let's grab... Ooh, you know what we could do? There aren't any big... There's chunks of steel. Ooh, spam. Love some spam. What's actually... Let me use Shift V to see what's in this area. Water faucet. Okay, ooh, is there I think we can grab that water faucet. That might be a part we could use later. Can I smash this fridge and possibly grab some sheet metal? Let's do the bucking. Smash. I hate refrigerators. All refrigerators should die. Okay. Let's take a bunch of the raw materials here. Sheet metals, I think, is what I'm specifically looking for. Sheet metal seems like it's going to come in handy. Obviously, very, very heavy. So, oh god, hi. So we will grab that. We'll do a little bit of martial arts. Or, sorry, hand-to-hand. That's the same thing, and both of those are wrong. Melee is the word I'm looking for. Melee. Another backpack. We'll take that off his corpse. Thank you, sir, for your donation to the cause. To Sarah Brown's Adventure Time. And back we go. Now, there was also a place where I dropped a bunch of clothing off in a big pile. God, this looks like it's about to collapse. Let's not go through the area that seems like it's being held up by a hope and a prayer. So we want to go just down the stairs here. Yeah, we had all these items lying around because I had made, I was hoping to grab some of these. Cool. We're going to do the, not wait, we're going to do hauling. Can I haul above, or is that the case? Yep, you sure enough can haul. How long is this taking per haul? We're famished, by the way. I should probably grab some food. I can't tell what time it is because I don't actually have a watch, apparently. Alright, we'll come back to that. We're going to leave, we're going to bring the vehicle back over there in just a few moments. I want to go down to where the books are. Do we have any food we could just eat real quick? I don't think so. I think the library should be somewhere over here by the area that has the... Oh, hi. I really don't want to mess with too many zombies, to be honest with you. Alright, any of these books do we want? Principles of Effective Communication. Not quite. How to Win Friends and Influence Zombies. Not exactly our forte. I think we picked up all the important books from that area. God, everything in this mansion is just trashed. There have been a lot more zombies in this mansion than I normally encounter, so they really did a number to this place overall. Nothing in here as well. Ball bearings. I think that's just a normal magazine. I think we've already checked this once or twice. Yeah, I might do a little bit of a run through the base while we're here, just to be safe. I want to get stuff like disinfectant, you know, pick up any last-minute items before we leave. We can always come back here and do a very large-scale disassembly of this location. I mean, we can do the same thing to the town, but the nice thing about the mansion is it is pretty remote, so we can do a lot of disassembly. You know, maybe bring a backpack, or a sleeping bag, rather, and, you know, a warmer or something like that, and a blanket, and try to just spend a long time. We don't need another cast iron frying pan. Spend a long time disassembling pretty much everything to give us a ton of raw materials to use. So, I will be back here in just a little bit. We are almost done with our adventure to the mansion here. I'm trying to do one more run. I want to go back into that that room that we always had trouble with. The one that's like a sports, it's like a workout room, a little gym, right? And the reason I want to go in there is I almost swear that there was a pile of, like, a crap ton of drinks lying around. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's sprint through here real quick. God, there's so many zombies in this one freaking room. There's also a crap ton of lead because all of these devices have been destroyed. Nope, it's just one bottle of sports drink. There's always a room in the mansion that seems to have, for some reason, there's one tile with, like, 20 drinks. It's like somebody was bringing a bunch of drinks upstairs and just dropped it. And so, sometimes it's in the main master bedroom of the place. Sometimes it's lying around in the gym, for example. So yeah, I didn't quite find it this time. I know we saw it somewhere. Let's grab some scarves in here. But overall, yeah, what I look for on runs like this is, especially for clothing, you don't think about it a lot, but clothing becomes very, very important, you know, as you go, because you need to have something to disassemble. So you kind of want trash clothing, so you can get things like t-shirts, because the t-shirts let you make rags. You can disassemble other things as well. And then you can sort of build up a supply. That way, when you go out and about into the world and you inevitably get attacked, your clothes will rip and you're able to have something to replace it and stay warm, which is really what you're trying to do. You're just basically trying to stay warm the entire time. So I think this is pretty much it. I'm going to Go back upstairs. We have all of our items dumped into one particular location. Can I eat anything here? Oh, a delicious lemon. Let me just eat this lemon raw. No, it's not. There's very few calories. Ooh, pudding. Oh, just kidding. It doesn't like that. I'm glad it warns you, because I completely forget sometimes. I've also been looking at some zombie corpses here and there to see if any of them have anything good. And yeah, we have gotten a few items like a pocket watch, or, you know, they might have dropped another backpack, which we could always wash over time. Ooh, mittens. We'll take some mittens. I've been really generous with what I'm grabbing. I'm pretty much taking everything at this point, because clothing is important. We can experiment on it. We can take broken clothing and try to repair it with a sewing kit to try to level up our tailoring skill a little bit later on. Let's go ahead and grab, excuse me, let's grab this. Or is this a frame? This is the original frame, right? Okay, this is the extra light frame. We should have the old foldable frame that we tried to work on. Actually, I think we dropped it somewhere. Did we drop it like right here? Here it is, in progress, wooden frame. Awesome. My memory has not failed me yet. I also found when we first got our armor here in the Bakken, we dropped a bunch of stuff upstairs, and I wound up finding our original set of like our backpack and a bunch of other stuff. So that was kind of helpful. Let's back up a bit. Did I leave this on the entire time? Yeah, it's fine. 25% fuel though. So we are pretty low on fuel, and I probably am not going to be doing too many trips without getting everything filled back up. All right, let's move everything over. We're going to move everything into the vehicle. And yeah, we're going to be pretty much good. There's enough room. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I think I can do just move it up to a random spot on the ground. Yeah, that was a lot of stuff. Let's see how much is on the floor. Where is it at? Right there? Can I just move what would fit? Oh, actually, everything looks like it'll fit from this run. All right, so we've got ourselves quite a bit of clothing. It looks like some food, probably backpacks. Oh, that's right, our original sledgehammer, the OG sledgehammer that we used to bash in some heads. I think that's a pretty successful run. So, Sarah is very hungry and very thirsty. We do have some random things here, so I'm going to grab... Ooh, that peanut butter sandwich was pretty good. Dried rice, bologna. We'll go ahead and eat the bologna raw. We can save the rice and noodles and stuff to make a better meal later on, which is kind of cool. Yeah, we've got food all over the place. Energy cola, that sounds delicious. Do we have anything that's going to do quenching? Not really. But we have an infinite source of water back home. So, I'm going to try to get this vehicle back home, hopefully in one piece. Now, the danger, of course, is that it is nighttime. It's 2 in the morning. We could wait for a while. That could be an option. Remember, our headlights, from what I remember, I think, are completely broken. So, it can control multiple electronics. Yeah, there's not even an option, for headlights anymore. So, I think there's another vehicle this way, too. I might just move down. Let's see. Let's slow down a bit. We're going to move down the road. Hello, slimes. That's actually what I was hoping not to run into. A crap ton of slimes. Oh, no. Are we heavy? Oh, stop. What's going on? Okay. Take it one step at a time. Our vehicle is stuck. We're surrounded by slime. Let's try to aim to the left. All right, let me try to back up instead. It's not working out forward. What in the world? Is our vehicle dead? It's got enough wheels. The engine isn't destroyed. I think the one in front of us is just keeping us blocked. All right, we're going to let go of controls. I'm going to run outside and try to grab the attention of our slimy friends. I don't know if I can yell or what the hell I have to do. God, they're all inside this stupid truck. Come on, guys. Come on out. There we go. Come on, you little bastards. Do I have to wave my arms and shout? Here, let me activate my headlamp so we can get a full feel for what's going on here. I don't recall ever seeing the blobs stopping you from moving. That's a bit new on me. I like how half of them are attacking me, and the other half are like, nope, I'm good. We're not interested in you, human. Are they like eating my truck? God, there's so many of them right now. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Alright, it's Bakken time, I think. I don't know if this is going to work out too well. We only attacked for 3 damage. Can I poke it here? Come on, you stupid bastard. That drives me nuts. I think there's just too many for the vehicle to run over at any one time right now. I'm trying to wait to see. Okay, there's actually none in the vehicle right now. Are there any behind us? There's one inside the truck. There's none behind us. Can I try to sneak in, start the car up? Fails to start, of course. There it goes. It starts up. Let's back up. Okay. Whew. This is why the stupid loss of a headlight can be absolutely brutal to your vehicle. Holy crap. I thought we were done in terms of the vehicle. I thought we were completely donezo. Let's go real slow through here. There's a bunch of dead blobs. I'm basically navigating with my headlamp right now on my head, which is going to go out at some point. Let's go away from this area. I think I might wait for a bit. That might be the smarter thing to do. Let's wait for daylight. Remember, the bunker's down here, right? Yeah. All right, we're going to hang out here by the bunker. We don't have a military ID, so we couldn't get into the bunker any hoots. Turn the headlamp off. Let's close some doors, let go of the vehicle. How's it doing? I didn't puncture. Thankfully, didn't puncture a tank. I'm just really worried about that engine. It is in real rough shape. But we should have enough to get back home. All right, I'm going to go in the back of the vehicle and just chill out here for maybe, what time is it? 3 a.m.? We're going to wait until dawn, 2 hours and 41 minutes away. That's actually a very, very helpful command, just doing the wait option. Waiting for the sun to rise. We'll just sit here in the driver's seat until the kind of the area around us gets a little bit easier to see. There we go. That's all we really wanted. So, all right, I'm going to get us back home and take a look at how long we've been doing this episode for and see if we want to do anything else this one or move it towards the next episode. Thank you all so much for your patience and letting me bounce back and forth here as we go. I hope that's okay, doing the edits so that you don't have to sit here through all of the boring times. All right. Ooh, do we have, by the way, real quick, do we have a knife for the Migo? I want to stop at the Migo corpse and see if we had a knife anywhere in our current haul. But yeah, I'll be back here in a bit. Home sweet home. We are outside of our last man on Earth shelter. The vehicle's back. I was not able to butcher the Mio or disassemble or dissect the Migo with any tools we had. So I basically just butchered it instead, just for fun. No, you cannot feed rotten meat of a Migo to a dog either. It did not appreciate that. But yeah, I'm going to spend the rest of my time here unloading stuff into the shelter below. And I think at that point, next episode, we're going to just kind of take stock of what we have, maybe do a bit of work with creating a, more water, getting more meals created, things like that. We also might be able to try to do a bit of reading to get some skill ups as well. I do have a wood saw, and I should be able to hack down some of these trees out here and bring wood into the shelter. Alternatively, we could always, go out to any forest tile and grab a crap ton of wood. So we pretty much have an infinite fuel source. It just requires a bit of effort. And I think I might try to find myself another vehicle apart from our RV that I can use for my kind of short-range go-abouts, because the RV is going to be eventually what I want to do is like make it, our main battle tank, so to speak. So I want to preserve it and make sure it doesn't get any more damage than it already is. But thank you all so much for joining me for this episode of Cataclysm. Until next time, my name is Tobal. You take care.